Testing, testing. All right, race fans, we're live here at Atlanta Motor Speedway for the USRL Southern Racing League here from Atlanta. Race number 2 of the season. And man, I tell you what, well, we had the real Daytona today. We had a Daytona last week for these guys, and it was a thriller all the way to the end. Well, as always, I'm Joe White up here in the booth, and I'm accompanied by Tim McBriar. Tim, how you doing, man?
I'm doing just great, Joe. How are you?
Man, I'm doing awesome, and I tell you, it's going to be a good race here tonight. I mean, Atlanta, it's hot Atlanta, and I tell you, when we say hot, it's one of these days that you just kind of look at and go, So I don't know. What do you think we're going to see here tonight?
We're going to see some good racing, Joe, when they get settled in. But like you said, it's hot, and it's going to use them tires up pretty quick.
Yeah, tires are going to be something that these guys are going to definitely have to, watch out for. You kind of, maybe, now last week we didn't really talk much about tires. This week, we probably will a little bit because, tires are going to play a factor. Oh, we got 73 degrees, a 99 degrees on the track temp, 1 mile an hour wind, and a 1.5 mile track here in Atlanta. So track temp's a little warm out there, so tires will come into play as we get set here. We're in the middle of practice right now. We got about 2 minutes left in practice. So while we're waiting on these guys to get done here in practice, got a title sponsor here tonight, the Conrad Group. I'll read a little bit about who they are here. The Conrad Group, it's a highly reputable commercial real estate service that has completed more than 2,000 commercial transactions since 1987. They trust our commercial real estate brokers to provide you with the information you need to find and secure your real estate goals. So an awesome real estate company there, the Conrad Group. So check those guys out. I know they probably got a website. Maybe we can find that out throughout the race. Somebody wants to come in here. loose. Okay, we've got a confirmation the track is loose. But the Conrad Group, check those guys out. If you're looking for some commercial real estate, so if you're looking for some business type of stuff out there, business needs, business area, anything like that, check those guys out. They'll, maybe he can get you a business for your plane there, Tim.
Yeah, well, I don't know if I'm going to be doing it in the rain, though.
I hear you. Well, I'll tell you what, so, Conrad Group there coming on board here for the USRL. Good to have those guys up there, so check them out. Good financial guys, like I say, completing more than 2,000 commercial transactions since 1987. That's pretty darn good. That means they're actually out there, rolling pretty well. So good to have them boys on board here tonight. And we've got a slew of drivers out here tonight. Good field here for the Atlanta Motor Speedway. As we're sitting here with, looks to be about 23 guys out here right now.
Yeah, that track, they are complaining about it being loose, and that's the reason why, because it's hot.
Absolutely. Hot, man, usually means slick. Sometimes, though, here on iRacing, we have been fooled before, Tim. And it actually means it's a tight condition.
Yeah, if you go into your pit and you can tighten the truck up with your tires,
Yes, absolutely. You could, you can't change any air pressure or anything here because these are all fixed leagues. So you can't do anything with that as we're heading off into qualifying right now. So we can't change anything as far as, that goes or anything like that. But what you can do, you can change the brake bias, maybe help out a little bit on the stability of that truck actually tonight and help out right in that area. I don't know of any other changes that can be done. Well, fuel, putting in a little less fuel or whatnot maybe can help the tires. And then obviously, 2-tire, 4-tire stop, 1-tire stop, whichever one you want to do. You can kind of mix it up a little bit that way.
Yeah, you can stagger your tires on the front and the back, and it'll tighten it up some. Yeah.
Well, Travis Pryor out there says it's loose for the first few laps and tightens up. And that's what we were just talking about. Something that we'll be definitely keeping an eye out. It seems like that's just the nature of a hot track. And that's just the nature of it being online here is usually it's loose at first and then all of a sudden that thing starts to get tight. With that said, you got to be careful. Probably going to end up being loose going in, tight coming off. And usually that's kind of a weird combination.
Well, what it is, Joe, this track here at 99 degrees, you're going to heat them tires up in about 3 or 4 laps, and then that's when it's going to tighten up. You're going to have to heat them tires up for it to tighten up.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Well, I want to appreciate everybody tuning in here tonight. We're live here at YouTube, Twitch here, bringing this action to you. for the USRL, and want to welcome in the title sponsor here, the Conrad Group. The Conrad Group, there's a commercial real estate service company out there, and they've been going since 1987, so they definitely know what they're doing when it comes to commercial real estate brokers and properties and whatnot. So definitely check them out there if you're in the look for getting your business a new building or anything in that area. Check those guys out of Conrad Group.
Yeah, I'm glad to see them coming on there, Joe.
No doubt. Got a lot of good sponsors. That's a sim racing area there. Sim racing has brought about a lot of title sponsors here and a lot of great things, been good. Well, last night, I'll tell you what, we called a thriller at Daytona, didn't we, Tim?
Woohoo! Did we? Wow, mighty.
Tim said he had fun.
I had a ball. I had a ball, man.
Oh, yeah, you did. Tim said, when I told him last night, folks, I said, Tim, you're on iRacing Live last night, boy. He was like, huh? What are you talking about? Really?
It was awesome, buddy.
Hey, it's good, man, to have fun. That's what it's all about, up here, Online Sim Racing Network. And you're home for exciting and fun sim racing out here. So we bring the fun to it, and that's what we want to bring out too. So definitely enjoy, man. All the viewers, enjoy everybody tuning in. Is right now Calvin Allison. He is the man on point with Trent Potter right there in second. Steve Page in third. Chris Stump fourth. And Dustin Ping right there around the top five out as the qualifying here is underway at Atlanta. We've got about a minute and a half left in qualifying, and we're going to let loose these monster trucks out here to do battle.
Yeah, there's Trey Hoover, my old buddy in there.
Trey Hoover? Okay.
Yeah. Hoover.
Well, Hoovler, yeah. I always call him Hoover real fast, but it's Hoovler. It's actually his name. Yeah, I always get it all confused and messed up, and I always get really quick and go, Hoover, but it's Hoovler. You're right. So, looking good so far. John T. Wimbush up in there, Tommy Haynes there, Dustin Phillips. I mean, a lot of these guys, Tim, I know. I did this league. It was one of the first leagues I ever did when I first started doing broadcasting here on iRacing. And I appreciate these guys coming back here and getting it back up. I appreciate you coming up in the booth with me. And so I know a lot of these drivers out here, a lot of the same names out here, like you just said, Trent Potter, Steve Page, Chris Stump, Dustin Peen, Bruce Potter out there, David Roach, just to name a few, Jamie Christensen. I don't see Jack Wall out here on this one, though, but he was there last week. Obviously, he hit and miss on some, he's got some family commitments he has to do, but Calvin Allison, another one out there that I know of, Dale Albright. Good guy out there, William Long there. So a lot of Mike, pretty much about all these guys out here that's on this field. I know there's only a few new ones out there. I mean, obviously John T. Wimbush, this is his first season with these guys. I'm not new to John T., but yeah, he's new to the series. Travis Pryor, we know him, but he's new to the series. I think there's a couple of them, but boy, I'll tell you what, qualifying is concluded, Tim, and look at this. And I'll tell you what, we're going to go off here and actually get in our grid up order here tonight because these guys, like we just said right there, Calvin Allison putting it on pole. Trent Potter is going to start it out in second. Third place, Steve Page. Fourth place, man, Chris Stump. And sitting in fifth, he's starting it out. First nine out here, Travis Pryor. Sixth place, man, Dustin Ping. Bruce Potter starting in seventh. Eighth place, Trey Hoovler. Was just talking about him. Ninth place, Tommy Haynes. Rounds out the top 10, Dustin Phillips. We look through the rest of this field. It's pretty much a who's who here at the USRL.
We got a good lineup for tonight, Joe. We got 23 starters.
Got a good lineup, a good track, good race, good guys out here about to do battle at Atlanta. Hot Atlanta, that is. And we got the Conrad Group on board with us as the title sponsor tonight. Definitely going to put some real estate out here for us. They actually might have to sell some real estate after this one gets done. We'll just have to see how it plays out for them. As here we go.
Yeah, it will.
All right. Well, so we go read these guys up here. You know what? We talked about it we just touched on it just a little bit, but again, we can't touch on it enough. The importance of tire wear. I think tires are going to come in really to the utmost. They're going to be very important.
Tire wear is what they're going to have to watch out for tonight, Joe, because the track is hot, and it's going to take several laps to get them tires heated up where they'll tighten up. Then you're going to have to go from the bottom up to the middle of the track, and that's where your groove's going to come in at. And it's going to be some awesome racing tonight.
Absolutely. I agree 100% with you there. Excuse me, folks. Sorry about that. I agree 100% with you there. It's going to be some good racing as everybody's filing in here to watch this awesome race going on. The USRL, United Southern Racing League here, bringing race number 2 of the season here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. We had Daytona last week. Well, this week, these guys are pacing off with the pace car setting off. Calvin Allison and company up front are going to start them off here, Tim, and it's about to get hot here in Atlanta.
Yes, it is, Joe. I tell you, I love Atlanta. I love racing in Atlanta. You can almost run wide open.
Yeah, and that is another thing. Now, as hot as it is, they probably will be able to run wide open for a few. But then you've got to also think about, is it worth tearing those tires up, for that first couple laps of being fast, or do I hold on to it and hang on to maybe hold back just a little bit so I can save throughout the run? Also depends on how the race comes about.
Well, I think what they ought to do there, Joe, is they need to let the race come to them. That way you save your tires.
There you go. Agree with you on that one. Pace cars coming into turn 4 here for the first time tonight. As we're getting going, what's going on, Pat T? How you doing out there? Here we go. Pace cars out of turn 4. Race 2 here for the USRL, presented by the Conrad Group here tonight at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Pace car takes that hard left turn. Calvin Allison, man's going to hammer through the gears. Green flag flies. We're racing 98 laps here tonight at Atlanta. That 28 gets a good jump out front. As the 12 machine there, Trent Potter, he holds to him on the side going into 1.
Yes, he does. Steve Page is right there tightly on him, too.
Yeah, it is. They're 2 by 2 behind them. Trent Potter's up high. You got Steve Page down low. As a man behind them, looks like Travis Pryor made some little moves. But the 98 of Chris Stump says, I'll do the crossover as he comes in. They are still side by side.
Yes, they are. They are all the way back.
Yeah, they're 2 by 2 coming down the back stretch here. What's going on, Jay? Jay Pryor out there. That's the brother. I always get this confused. Maybe you have to help me out, Tim.
Yeah, I know Jay and I know Travis.
I know both of them.
Hey, Jay, how you doing, buddy?
Well, I know both of them, but I always kind of get confused. I have to be reminded all the time. I know Pat is the grandmother, so hello. But I believe Jay is her son, and Travis is her grandson. I think that's how it is.
I think it is.
I think that we're good. All right. Well, we got that settled.
I've raced with both of the boys, or the men, and buddy, they're good drivers.
They are. Well, right now, Travis Pryor showing what he can do. He's sitting in the 4th place spot, but he's kind of stuck right there in that 81 machine, as he's actually got right behind. He's got a battle with the 1 of Steve Page. Steve Page is on the inside, and the 3's up high, a Dustin Peen right there, and the 98 of Chris Stump. As you got all 4 of them trucks right now, though, are door to door.
Yeah, Chris Stump right there in 6th place. He's really tight right in there.
Correction, Uncle. Okay, I knew it was something. Pat, I'll probably ask you that another 100 times, man, throughout the whole entire thing. But yes, I always get it confused. Jay's the uncle. There we go.
Jay's the uncle.
Jay is the uncle. All right. Well,
Uncle Jay. Hey, Jay.
Uncle Jay. Yep. Jay's the uncle, and Travis is what again? Travis is the. So wait, no. Travis is Jay's uncle. That's right. So Jay is actually Pat's son. There we go. We got the family tree down, Pat. We're good.
We have to write it down there, Pat, and see where it stays. We'll get it straightened out.
We will. Bear with us. We'll work on that one throughout the season here. But either way, looking good. Tommy Haynes right there in the 17s and 7th spot. He's trying to hold that position off right now, but he's got a ton of trucks behind him that are on his back tailgate running right now. Trey Hoovler, he's moved it up into 8th. As the Calvin Allison's out front, got a 1.2 second lead, but right there, the 98 of Chris Stump, well, he moves it right up on the back end of Steve Page.
Yes, he did. And our leader is getting another zip code already. That's hard to believe, ain't it?
Yeah, he has got a awesome lead out front right now, and that 1.2 second lead that he's holding and looking very good so far. As we got Trent Potter's right there in second. He's got old Travis Pryor all over him as we're still watching this battle back here for the 5th, 6th, and 7th spot, as these guys, man, are definitely mixing it up.
Yes, they are, Joe. And I tell you what, Travis Pryor is a good driver. I've run with them a couple of seasons, and Travis and his Jay is good drivers.
Yeah, they are. Right now,
he ain't going to get me mixed up on that one.
Oh, you ain't got you mixed up? Good deal. Tommy Haynes right in the second. Hey, it was good. I'm glad you're not mixed up because I'll need help throughout the whole entire thing. There we go.
Ooh, yeah.
Tommy Haynes right now sitting in the, looking at him, he started out here at 9th, currently sitting in the 7th spot. Just kind of give you an idea of how he's running right now. He's trying to battle that one machine there. He's actually, I believe that's the one machine. And the 90 machine there. Trey Hoovler's up on the high side, and the one of Steve Page is up high. I got a feeling the high line's going to come in as the tires wear out.
Uh-huh. And look at John Wimbless. He's already got up to 10th. Reggie Evans is there, too.
John T. Wimbless, you're right. Talked about him. Started back in 11th, currently 10th place. Just kind of biding his time, letting the truck and the track come to him and the tires and whatnot. He's up to 10th right now, running along. Josh right there behind him. And you got Reggie Evans right up there in the 9th place spot. And, you know, since we're on the smill about our sponsors here, we got the title sponsor here for the league tonight, the Conrad Group coming on board. An awesome real estate group right there, commercial real estate. Well, we almost had an accident right there as the 02 went through the grass.
Ooh, that was close.
Man, good driving job by him because to hold on to that machine because it was going all over the place there. But want to give a shout out to our title sponsor here at OSR Network, and that would be actually the simspeedshop.com. Those guys came on board for the 2018 season, and I appreciate them coming on board here, and definitely it's an awesome thing. I definitely appreciate that. You can check them out if you're looking for a button box, looking for anything that you need for your sim racing needs. Check them out at simspeedshop.com, or check them out on Facebook at Sim Speed Shop, or you can check them out on Twitter at Sim Speed Shop. Either way, hashtag get a box. Check those boys out, simspeedshop.com. They'll get you hooked up, custom box, or custom, they also got them on hand. So either way.
Yes, they have, and they're two good guys, too, there, Joe. They're brothers, and they're doing good.
Yeah, they are. Jason Eisenhower, Adam Eisenhower, definitely two guys, man, that are, came about it, definitely love what they do.
Yes, they do.
Absolutely.
And they're serious about their racing, too.
Yes, they are. Well, good battles all over this track right now. Let's go back up front here as that man right there, Calvin Allison, you said it, 1.6 second lead. He's in his own zip code right now. Trent Potter right behind him. You know, got Travis Pryor running in second. Dustin Ping right there in the 3rd place. He's trying to run down that 81, though, Travis. I think what we're starting to see right now, Tim, is guys who are very careful with their tires. Because we saw the 17 of Tommy Haynes get a little bit loose in the turn. And that just goes to show you now, it's definitely one of those things. We're 13 laps in. You're starting to think, these tires are going away at this point.
Yes, they're singling out, too.
Yes, they are. And that's another thing. I just got a feeling that middle to high line is the place to be as the tires wear out here. And you're seeing a lot of guys. Some of them are trying to stay committed to the low line, but I feel that middle high groove is where you're going to stay out here at Atlanta.
Joe, that low line ain't going to last long because them tires will be gone.
Yes, it will. What's going on out there, DL? How you doing?
Watch our leader. He's staying high. He's up in the middle groove up there.
Yeah, he's definitely utilizing a high line. I'm watching this number 7 machine back here for a minute. David Roach. He's got William Long right there on the inside of him. William Long's one of the veterans here at the USRL. Been around for a while. Definitely runs a lot of other great races. He's doing some pretty good stuff right now. He's hanging his own right there in the 14th and 15th place spot.
Evans has got him one right beside him too.
Yes, he does. Oh, good deal, man. DL, it's awesome.
That was a good pass there.
Let's go back here. Old Dale Albright's back in the back. Peyton Johnson, hey, we know that name. Racing for our calls. Remember Peyton Johnson?
You'll see Dale Albright that far back of this.
No, we just saw him come out the turn there along with Peyton. These trucks are like to get a little tail happy right now, and I think what's happening is obviously it's going on for lap 16. These guys men are starting to feel these trucks out, and now they're getting a little loose out there.
They're gonna have to start feathering them.
Yes, they are. That's the thing. You just gotta hang on to it right now. So, good group of guys. Most notably, I tell you, Dustin Phillips not having the night he wants. He had a good run last week at Daytona, but boy, he just came off turn 4. He's sliding. We got another truck, man. It's I think that was Dale Albright. We were just talking about Dale Albright. Let's go back on the replay here. Yeah, Dale Albright just took a ride through the grass coming off of turn 4. Tim, he was out there just mowing that thing down.
He come in there now. I see him now.
Yeah, he lost it. Oh, he got that thing all kinds, almost sideways, coming out of 4, and then just he was lucky cut through the grass. He's bouncing that thing through the whole entire infield.
That was a good save there.
Yes, it was very good save on his end. But we were just talking about these trucks. They're getting awful squirrely out there, and that's where you got to. This is where you got to be really, really patient. And one guy I'm keeping my eye on here, John T. Wimbus, he's up to 7. Now, he actually tries to do this, be very patient out here and be very calm and cool, as he can tell that thing's getting awful squirrely coming out of the turns.
Yes, it is, Joe, but John knows how to put it to the front too, though.
Well, as of right now, he's doing pretty good right now.
I love watching him race.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, DL, they did, but tell Roger Murph, hey, we got plenty racing, man, throughout. We got a great league here at the USRL. We obviously, man, got ExtremeMotorsports99.com. Go Fast Racing has came on board for the Saturday nights, man. So there's many great leagues out there that Roger Murph, if he wants to get involved in, he can. Tell him to sign up. But look at this. John T. Wimmis battling it out for the 6th spot on Dustin Ping.
Yeah, we just had one right behind him, side by side, Stephen Page and Tommy Hain.
Yeah, John T. Wimmis right here is going to try to take this 6th place spot. Got that Auto by Nelson's machine out there. And Tim, if you're looking for a car, you check those guys out up in Virginia. Tell them you heard it on the broadcast here at Online Sim Racing Network. And I think they said they'll give you like $500 off or something.
Yep.
I didn't know, man. John told me, he said those guys actually, he put it on their truck or car that he had, and the guys came up and said they saw it on the broadcast. And they went, what broadcast? And they said the iRacing one. Said League was doing it. And John got a hold of them, and sure enough, they started giving a discount for people that came up and did it.
Sure did.
I was like, wow. Well, that was awesome.
That's pretty neat there.
That's what I'm saying. So maybe if I'm looking for me an awesome Toyota or any used car or something, I'd check those guys out.
I want me another pickup truck, dadgummit.
Well, me and you both, that's kind of the dream that I have, and don't need it, just kind of want it, but we'll see what happens. Actually, I think my oldest one, he's going to go look at a car tomorrow, so he's kind of excited. Hopefully everything pans out for him on that.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
I've had this.
What's that?
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, well, I'm just saying that would be his, he's already got a great car, and he paid it off on his own money and all that stuff, but this would actually be kind of his first new car. How's that? What, new,
Yeah, like a friend told me, he said, you want to see my new car? I looked at that. That ain't no new car. He said, it's new to me.
There you go. Well, man, like I say, he's proud of the one he's got. He paid it off, man, and all, but he was looking, he works hard. He does good, and, why not, treat yourself. I told him, I said, now's the time to do it. You live at home and get out there on your own. It's a lot harder and whatnot. So, but either way, we got on that spiel because we was talking about the autos by Nelson that John T. Wimmis is running. These guys, pit stops has got to be coming up. I know these guys are probably screaming for tires about now.
Oh yeah, 24 laps in. Yeah, they getting pretty squirrely out there.
Hello, what's up, Red Baron? How you doing out there? Nice to see you, man, jumping in here, watching a great race. As the 7 of David Roach looking up underneath the 20s in the wall. Oh, and that kind of made an accordion effect back there.
Yeah, but he saved it, didn't he?
He did. He's up. He kept it up on the wall. Good show of sportsmanship on his end. Oh, when it came off the wall, slid down low, but he still was able to keep going. It's no caution, but boy, that could have been disastrous back there in the back.
Yes, it could have, man. That was some awesome driving there, keeping it off them other drivers.
Yes, it was. Well, here you go. Tommy Haynes right now in the 17. He's trying to make a move on, actually, that's William Long, excuse me, in the 22, up underneath Tommy Haynes for that 8 spot. So William Long's bringing it to the front.
Yeah, I was watching Tommy Haynes there. That's William Long under him there.
I hear you. What's going on, George? How you doing out there? George, I think George is down from, George is from Georgia, so he's down near your way there, Tim.
I heard that. Hello there, George.
Oh, we're doing good, Red. Just been calling a good race right now. These guys, man, are putting on a good show. And we're at lap 26 here at 90. Caution-free so far, knock on wood. But I tell you, these guys out here, they've got their hands full. We got to be feeling that our green flag pit stops are going to be happening here pretty soon.
Kelvin Allison has got a 3.26 lead, but he is in another county.
Yeah, he's took off to another hemisphere out here tonight and looking good in the 28 machine out there. Got that Texaco Haviland machine running. He's got it on all 8 cylinders. Like you said, out front right now, Trent Potter, he's in second, trying to do what he can. Trey Hoovler's right there in third. Chris Stump out in fourth. And Travis Pryor dropping off the pace. And I got a feeling that's just a driving style that you got to look. Burn up the tires maybe early on.
Yeah. Watch them, Joe. The more wear they get on their tires, it's going to move up. The line will move up.
Yeah, there's some of them still committing to that low line for some reason. A lot of them are staying up to that middle high. And that's just something we'll have to watch out to. And George said, what's going on, Tim?
Hey, George, I'm doing just fine, buddy. Glad you coming in and talking to us.
Yeah, no doubt. We want to appreciate everybody tuning in here tonight. Good race so far here at Atlanta Motor Speedway for the USRL. The guys bringing in here, and they've got a good title sponsor, the Conrad Group. The Conrad Group is a highly reputable commercial real estate service agent. They've done more than 2,000 commercial transactions since 1987. So very, very... They know what they're doing, been around for a very long time, and trusted commercial real estate brokers. If you're in the shopping market for a new building for your business or anything like that, hey, check out the Conrad Group. They'll definitely help you out. Yeah, hit the button, Tim.
I was looking for something here.
Oh, my bad. Tim says he's looking for stuff.
Looking for a pen.
Oh, are you going to write it down? You thinking about getting a new building for your airplane?
No, God, no.
Ah, that's what you need. Pat T says, Leadfoot Travis comes out like a bull in a china shop. Yeah, on a track like tonight. On a track like tonight, he's going to break a lot of stuff if he keeps doing that.
That's that right.
Oh, man, I tell you, good times here. Like I say, appreciate everybody tuning in. It's awesome. We're live here on YouTube and Twitch. Bringing us awesome, man, racing action to you here. Definitely, man, it's a very, very good run so far that these guys have got going on. I truly have truly liked it so far. What do you think about the run so far?
Oh, I'm telling you, I love it, man. That guy right there, though, he's showing them the way.
Yes, he is. Definitely showing them what he can do, putting them up, knocking them down right now. As these guys, man, are definitely doing very well. And George says out there, Tim, are you going to be at Atlanta Motor Speedway next Sunday?
Don't know.
So you're not going to make the trip down to the racetrack for real?
I don't think I am. I'm gonna wait till summertime come in.
Ah, okay, good deal. You know, Tim, I'll go ahead and admit I watched NASCAR since way back in the early '80s. Tell my age a little bit, but never been to a NASCAR race.
Oh, Joe.
I only live about 50 minutes from Charlotte Motor Speedway, but just never have been. Never. I don't know. I just can't pull myself to go and fight the crowds. You know.
Yeah, it can get rough sometimes.
Yeah, no doubt.
I've been to Talladega a bunch of times. I love it when I come to Talladega.
There you go. Absolutely. I like watching it all. What, Red Baron says, what kind of plane do you got, Tim?
It's experimental model.
Well, what's that mean?
Well, it's sort of like a Cub.
Is it like a UFO or something?
No, a Cub.
Well, you said experimental, so I figured it was like a UFO.
Experimental means you don't have to have the license and all that to fly it.
Ah, gotcha. Okay. All right. Okay. So, we're basically flying in the sky with a non-licensed guy. All right. That makes me feel better, Tim. Come on, man.
Oh, come on, Joe. You know what in the world I'm talking about.
Oh, look. I told you I don't fly. I hate flying. Never flew before in my life. You trying to get me in a plane. Now you trying to tell me you ain't got no license. Well, that makes me feel better.
You don't have to have a license. I mean, good God, I've been flying for years. And when you get so old, your license is old. You know what I mean?
Oh,
and
Lord.
that experimental model, the experimental airplane is for us old people. Okay?
Oh, okay. So it's an old person plane.
That's right. Well, not very old. You know what I'm saying. Some people at earlier age can't get a physical, you know.
I got you. Okay.
And you fly the airplane with your driver's license.
Okay. All right. Well, Red Baron says he's building him an RV-12. It's an experimental. So maybe you know what that is.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes, I do. I know exactly what he's building.
Well, I tell you what, you two after the race need to get up and talk about experimental non-licensed flying, and y'all have at it.
I'm going to have at it in my field when I get out of here, when I get you set up.
Absolutely. Well, I tell you what, right now, Calvin Allison, though, in this race, well, he's having a field day for sure with a 3.3 second lead up front. Trent Potter right there in second, along with Trey Hoovler up in the third, the 90 machine, Chris Stump. And I think we've got a lot of green flag pit stops that have happened. A lot of guys that came in, some guys haven't right now. A few in the back there have come in, like Dustin Ping, Butch Frazier, Mike Abbott, Joshua Thornton, and Ryan Goodwell have all come in. The rest of the field, well, they're been out there for 39 laps so far.
Yeah, if it keeps on going like it's going now, it won't be long. It'll be over.
Yeah, and Pat T says he's going to be torn up every time you hear a plane go over her house now.
Oh, please, Pat, I'm better than that.
He did wreck his plane on the simulator last night, folks. I just want to let y'all know. I was watching.
Oh, yeah, and it was 3 o'clock in the morning, and I had Garrett in my ear.
He wrecked his plane on the simulator last night, folks. Man, good times.
What is our other group that come in there?
I don't know who.
Our sponsor.
Oh, they talking about the Conrad group.
I done got that one, the other one.
Oh, simspeedshop.com. Title sponsor for 2018. They're actually for the OSR network. The Conrad group came on board here for the USRL league here for these guys. So one of the title sponsors here for the next several races.
That's right. Y'all have to forgive me. I've still got frogs in my throat.
That's all right. Well, me too. I've been coughing in once in a while. I know, cold and everything else here. John T. Wimmis hanging on the 5th place spot right now. He's got Travis Pryor on his back deck lid. They're going to be doing some battling here pretty soon.
Travis will be up there when it's over with if he don't get wrecked.
Well, the thing about Travis, too, is, though, he is one of those more aggressive style drivers. He doesn't really save a lot. And on a track like this here, as you see him kind of push up, was talking about the truck getting pushed later on in the run. The problem with a track like we're seeing here tonight is he's going to have to learn to kind of be a little patient on those tires, especially if we get long green flags going.
Oh, boy. Calvin he ain't worried about it yet.
No, he is. Like I said, he's in a different time zone up there at a 3.1 second lead, and it doesn't look like he's dropped off the pace. He's dropped a little bit. Trent Potter actually is a tad bit faster than him the last time, but those two guys, the top two, they're maintaining 33.7s right there. Both of them were in the 33s, but now Trent moved down to a low 34. But everybody else in the 34 bracket. It's just amazing to see the time that they're able to hold. Again, if I'm not mistaken, though, out here, I think they do run 100% fuel here. So that's why they're able to go so long. But tires is another thing. Tim, in these conditions, tires are just going to be like,
Boy, I tell you what, they be hot when you put your hand on them.
Absolutely. That's what we got to look at right now. Is Travis Pryor, he backs off just a little bit. But right now, with Trey Hubler, he's trying to run down maybe Trent Potter, see if he can't get up there. And he's got a long way to go. He's got to, I don't know when these guys will come in. I'm going to say probably got to be around lap 50 or so before they coming in here.
Should be around 48 to 50.
Yeah, absolutely.
But then again, you got Calvin Allison out there. You know he don't want to give up that position there, but he's gonna have to come in. And when he does, and somebody else gets a little bit better pit stop, they gonna beat him.
Yep, absolutely. Well, right now he's looking pretty good. And, Jay, I hear you out there.
Green flag pit stops are better than the caution, really, on the front runner anyway.
It is on the front runner, absolutely. And I think that's what a lot of people been looking at is when they see Calvin Allison finally come in. They are the 04 there, Jordan Beck, almost lost that thing. Wow. Where do I know that name from? I've seen him run in some other leagues. I can't remember. Jordan Beck.
Might be thinking about somebody else.
I don't know. Well, I remember Jordan Beck. I remember that name somewhere. Anyways, we'll figure it out later on. But we're lap 48. What's that?
About Glenn Beck.
Never heard of him. Jordan Beck. I know Jordan Beck. It's Jordan Beck. I know I've seen him in some other things before. But either way, we're running out here. We're lap 48 here, 98 right now. The guys are putting on a very good show so far. As we're watching Jordan Beck right here, he's trying to run down the 17 to Tommy Haynes. So we know who that is, but they've got the 59 of Bruce Potter right there. So those three machines for the 8th, 9th, and 10th spot are in a pretty good battle.
Yes, they are. I know what Calvin's doing. He's wanting to make one pit stop do it.
Yep. Well, let's bring up the race summary. Calvin Allison, the leader, 48 laps complete, 98 to go. No lead changes because, well, he's led every lap. And no cautions out so far. So a very good run right now these guys are putting on.
What did you say to go?
Excuse me, well, it's 49. I said 98, but it's 98 total. My bad.
I figured to say, good Lord.
Well, we've got a few races coming up that'll be about 150 lap races, so.
Yeah.
Well,
and y'all worried about me flying an airplane.
Yeah. Hey, I don't fly. There you go. My feet stand on the ground.
Oh,
Lord. Now, I might fly around in a car. That'd be about the only thing. So, and these guys are doing some flying around this track right now. Doing a very good job out here. As we're over halfway home. We're at lap 50 here of 98. And so far, they are looking very good. very respectful out here so far.
Yes, Calvin is slowing down a little bit, Joe.
Is he coming in the pit?
I don't know about coming in, but Trent Potter is gaining on him.
Yeah, well, if you look at the last times, I mean, he's still got a 2.9 second lead. Trent Potter ran a 33.747. Calvin ran a 33.725. So they're pretty much dead heat even between the two. Kind of seems like one of them run one part of the track fast, the other parts kind of fast.
Got Chris Stump coming up there too in fourth.
Yep.
Hey, we ain't been talking about him neither.
Well, Chris Stump looking really good. He actually started fourth, currently sitting in fourth. He's so he's kind of maintaining where he's at right there, running pretty good so far.
David Roach is up there. He's in what, 10th?
David Roach.
10th or 11th?
David Roach, yep, up in the 10th place spot right now. Yep. Absolutely.
Travis is way back in 14th.
Yeah,
Wow.
well, he took his pit. Well, you know what? I say no, he didn't take a pit stop. I don't know. Yeah, he's falling off the pace. That truck's very loose right now on him. I think he's just hanging on to that thing till when he comes to the pits. Yeah, he almost lost it coming out of turn 4. I thought he came into the pits, but no, he didn't. He hit the wall, though. He's got a little damage on the right side.
Look at his truck over here.
Yeah, it's got a little damage on the right front.
Oh, yeah, he got a crumpled up fender there.
Yeah, so he probably got a little bit of damage. Probably pushed up there, hit the wall a little bit. You know, he's been out there 53 laps. I know he's trying to hang on to when he can. John T. Wimbush on pit road.
All right, it is 54 laps. They coming in about 55, yeah.
Yep. Pit stops here. 28 is on pit road.
Calvin, he's in second now. It's Trent Potter in first.
Yeah.
How did that happen? There comes Trent Potter in. That's how it happened.
Okay. No, they don't have a fast fix here. I believe it's a non-fast fix league on this one.
0 repairs.
Yep. Me personally, we'll speak about that for a few seconds. Me personally, I like that, Tim. I like the fact that they don't have them. I think it calms some of these guys down a little bit,
Sure it does. I mean, you think about it yourself. If you're out there running like these guys are, you stay away from trouble when you know
Absolutely.
you ain't got nothing to fix that truck with.
Well, it's been very respectful as of right now. These guys have been so far. As we talk about our leader, he's coming out the pit road there. Our 28 machine there, Calvin Allison, he had a 16-second pit stop. So a lot of these guys are having some pretty long pit stops. 18, 17, 16, 15-second pit stops.
Calvin looks like he got some damage to his truck.
I don't see any damage on it. I don't see where he could have got it.
Might have been a glitch.
Let me look right here. Now I don't see any. Let me look close up here. Now, it's pretty clean out there right now. Got a smiley face going on in his helmet.
That's expected.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, man.
Whoa, we got a truck, the 82 truck. Wow. That was Mike Abbott is stuck in the pit wall. Folks, he lost it. Yeah. Look at him. He's stuck in pit wall. He got that thing tore all up. Let's go back on the replay and see what happened. He was coming down into the turn. I saw him go across the grass here. Well, let's watch it one more time. He came out of turn 4 and lost it. And he came up, hits the outside wall when he does. And the trio was shot him back down through the infield into pit road. And wham! He hit the wall and got stuck.
Yeah, he had to have it towed.
Wow.
They had to tow him in.
Yeah, wow. So he's just not having the night he wants right now.
Y'all just wait till about 10 laps to go. Y'all gonna see a race for tonight's over with.
Been a very good, respectful race so far. Well, Tim,
everything goes out after about, what, 10 laps to go?
10,
how many races have we seen do that?
Absolutely, 10, 15, they all go out. John Marine said, who put super glue on the pit wall?
Somebody glued him to the wall.
They put 200-mile-an-hour tape on the pit wall, and he got stuck. Oh, we're lap 61 and 98. Well, I'll tell you what, folks, let's go high and wide. That's right, the Blimpie Cam. Yeah, good Blimpie Cam here. Shows you a good perspective of the racetrack and just how far apart these guys are. And, well, who don't like Blimpie? Tim, you like Blimpie?
Oh, yeah, my favorite sub.
There you go. Everybody loves Blimpie. We got the Blimpie Cam here. Very good shot just of all these guys and cars, just how far apart it is. Just a good shot here. And a happy word to say, Blimpie. Yeah, just everybody loves Blimpie. I just want to meet that angry person that can just say Blimpie and stay angry. Or try to act angry. Or try to act mean when they say Blimpie. It just doesn't work.
Got Calvin Allison back out in front again, Joe.
Well, he has done some dominating his whole entire race, ain't he?
Don't you know it, buddy? I'm looking at him. I'm looking at the line he's running. He's using his head now.
Yeah, he's got that middle line rolling pretty good. He's real smooth right now.
Yep. He'll save him tires where he's at, too.
Yes, he will. A man in second spot, Trent Potter. Trey Hoovler up in the third. John T. Wimmish up in the fourth. Chris Stump rounds out the top 5. Folks, I think this might be a very good time here for Atlanta Motor Speedway here tonight for the USRL. Been a very good race so far that we've had out front here in Atlanta. I hope everybody's enjoying the great race here so far. Let's step away, take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back. All right, folks, back here live here at Atlanta Motor Speedway for the USRL here live tonight, bringing this thing to you for the Conrad Group coming on board here tonight. Title sponsor here. Been a very good race so far these guys have done, and hope everybody's enjoying it. Well, Tim, was in that commercial break right there. Not a lot of excitement, not a lot of change happening up front either. Calvin Allison still rolling away with this one.
Yeah, he's been up there. There's some lap cars there that he's having to deal with there, Joe. He's having to go low now.
That's William Long.
That one, buddy.
Well, yeah, William Long, boys, getting a little loose up high on him.
He did. Ooh. Stay away from them guys.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, he made the pass clean on the low side.
Yep. He was racing him hard, though.
He's wanting to stay on the lead lap there.
Yeah, I can't blame him for that.
Yeah, no doubt.
At least right where he's at, he know he gets that free pass.
All right. Now we sound good so far.
Yeah. Yep,
Well, I'd like to say, folks, man, I want to appreciate everybody tuning in as Calvin Allison right now is out front, and he is definitely doing what he has to do to hold on to this top spot right now. And he's doing a fine job all night long. Let's see how many he's actually led out here so far. He's led 71 laps of the 76 out here tonight.
Joe, it's his to lose or win.
As the way it looks like it right now, I mean, if he doesn't make a mistake or somebody else doesn't, or caution comes out, it would actually, kind of mix up everything out there because it'd bring a lot of these guys in closer to him.
Oh, yeah.
But that's another one. Tim, as we look at the race summary, we've had 3 lead changes, but 0 cautions tonight.
Yes, it is. We got 3 that's done gone there, Joe. I'm talking about left the chat. Man, all the way back 6th place.
Who's that?
From 6th on down is a lap or 4 down.
Yep, and that's what I'm saying. Well, the green flag stop kind of contributed to that. And also you got to look. So William Long, obviously there, he's right there on the back end of Calvin Allison. He's the man right there in 7th place spot. Jordan Beck sitting in the 6th place spot. He's the next one that is in danger of going a lap down.
Oh, yeah, that's the reason he was racing him so hard. He didn't want to go a lap down.
Yeah, no doubt.
And that is on the track. And the leader passing you, it's bad when that happens, but you
bad
do it
fast.
in the pit. Yeah, when you do it in the pit, it's different,
Yes, it is. Well, Dell Albright, he's up to 12th, and Greg Rillis right there sitting in 10th. And like I said, it's a couple of these guys just a lap. And the one thing we're going to look at here is if a caution was to come out, I don't think they could do the wave around, though.
Chris Stump is still in 4th place, Joe.
Back in 5th.
He's in 5th now. Yeah, he was in 4th.
Yeah, John T. Wimmer sitting up in the 4th place spot. Trey Hoobler right there in 3rd. As we talk about that, though, that let's see, the distance between John T. Wimbish and 3rd place, not that far between each other.
A little bit.
Yeah, my bad. I looked at it wrong. Looked at the wrong number. Yeah, about 10 seconds between them. So, yeah, a little bit of distance between them.
Yep. 4th and 5th is not that far.
No, they're actually right there. No, well, not quite nose to tail. Got about maybe a half second.
That's right. There on down is a lap down or better.
Yes, it is. Well, it's been a good one so far, though, here, and these guys have definitely been very respectful and just doing what they got to do out here on the track.
I tell you what, it's been a good race. It's unusual to see this many a lap down, though. The track is hot.
Oh, yeah. John, no, they're not a new league. They've actually been around, I think, for a couple seasons. Hang on a second. I didn't want to get choked up. Sorry about that. I actually did this league last year when I first started broadcasting. Dustin Phillips came on board, and actually it was me and Dustin was up in the booth calling it then, and he's one of the main admins, one of the owners here at the league, and brought him on. So I did it last year for him, and Dustin, he serves in the military, so he went off back into Call of Duty, so he had to go back into doing the duty and stuff after the season was upon. So that's why there was such a long break there. Where he's been back for a little bit, and he got the league back up, and these boys. But a lot of these same drivers that were here last season are the guys that are here. I've kept in touch with a lot of them throughout the 2017 and talked to them and whatnot, and they definitely were just a fine bunch of guys, and we're ready to get back here and get the league back going again.
Well, they got it going now, Joe, that's for sure.
They do.
And it's looking good, too.
Yeah, so right now, John T. Wimberson on the move. He's up in the 4th place spot. Calvin Allison is our man out front right now. He's just setting a new tone here, but you can see these trucks, well, they are definitely all kind of ill handling. At this lap 86 and 98, Tim, we're getting down there to almost 10 to go.
Yeah, but it's time. Watch it. If a caution comes out, oh boy.
Ooh, boy, it'll close this field up, and then it's going to get hairy. But I always say about 10 to go, 15 to go, 20 to go. It's run what you brung. Business will pick up front. But right now, the only business going on is Calvin Allison checking out.
I don't think nobody catch Calvin.
No. Good battle going on for 6 and 7 between William Long and Jordan Beck right there, the 04 machine and 22. As William takes that spot away from him.
Steve Page, Jordan Black, and William Long, all three a lap down, but they're racing one another.
Absolutely. Well, what's up, Weak Sauce? Well, I'll tell you what, there's some wicked sauce out here on the track. Like Tim said, it's hot. There you go. Track's hot. Hot like sauce.
Hot.
That's right. Whoa, the 4 came out of the turn. He's losing it. He held on to that truck. Tim, I don't know how in the world Jordan Beck held on to that machine right there.
I guarantee you know this slick.
He knows it now.
Hey, if he knows it now.
Absolutely. If he didn't think it was slick, boy, he definitely thinks it's slick now, because he came out there and that thing was all kinds of sideways. He was holding on to it. We got 10 to go.
Yeah, I bet you said, my God, I didn't know it was that slick.
Woo. Yeah, these guys come out of the turns and they're just doing that. He's got muscle milk on the truck. He was muscling that thing coming out of the turn.
Yeah, he needed that muscle milk, didn't he?
He's going to have to get a gallon of that stuff after the race.
Yeah.
Wow.
I wish you'd look at that line there, though. I mean, from 6th, from 5th on down, lap down cars.
Well, they are, and it's pretty much stemmed to the fact that we've had such a long, what's been green flagged the whole entire race here, and 2, you've had green flag runs. Been a very good run race. This is not uncommon for these guys here, Tim. I watched them do them several times last season. Come out here and run straight out green flag races, maybe have 1 or 2 cautions throughout the whole entire race, but very respectful, and these guys just know how to come out here and get it done on the track.
No doubt. Believe that guy right there, he can kick that baby up there in the cruise control now.
Yeah, you might as well, as we only got about 7 to go here at Atlanta.
He's so far ahead of him now, he needs out of it.
Yeah, he can just take care of those tires and not have to worry about it right now. He's got the guy behind him right now, he's 15 seconds ahead of him.
Yep. All three of them that's running in the order now, they in the team speak or in the Discord.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, we good. Calvin's still out front here leading the way. Lap 92 of 98 in the books here tonight at Atlanta Motor Speedway. And I want to give a shout out to the title sponsor here for the USRL tonight, bringing this on to us, presented by the Conrad Group. Conrad Group's a highly reputable commercial real estate service that has completed more than 2,000 commercial transactions since 1987. It says, trust our commercial real estate brokers to provide you with the information you need to find and secure your real estate goals. So if you're in the market for a place for your business or anything commercial like, check those guys out, the Conrad Group. They'll definitely get you hooked up. What's that?
I was just thinking something my friend told me one time.
He got a commercial building?
Yeah, he was wanting me to put my airplane out here in the trailer park.
Oh yeah, that'll work. I can see that now.
He's dead now.
Oh, did he fall out of plane?
I hated to see. No.
You just said you almost messed up. Oh wow. Well, that man right there. We got 5 to go, Tim.
Yes, we do, Joe. And I tell you what, he's in cruise control right now.
Absolutely. Well, and the thing about it is, caution comes out at this point, it'd be over with. That's the thing we got to look at. With 4 to go here at Atlanta tonight. Been a very good one here with the USRL guys, presented by the Conrad Group, as they're putting on this awesome race here tonight. I want to appreciate everybody tuning in to Online Sim Racing Network, OSRN here tonight. We bring them where you're home for the fun and exciting sim racing. So there you go.
Whoa, it was almost a caution there.
Yeah, I know Calvin Allison. I'm watching him right now. He's coming cruising around this place. I got a feeling he's just kind of eased up just a little bit from what he's doing, but he has just been he's been the main man out here. He's got a handle on this track.
Oh yeah, I can see where he slowed up. Yeah,
looking good so far.
Yeah, he ain't got to worry about it no more.
As long as he don't put it in the wall.
Well, if he does that, he's being hurt.
Yes, he will. Well, he's got a smiley face on his helmet. He's definitely got a smile on his face because he's only got about 2 laps to go before he completes this one.
Yeah, my hat goes off to him. He's dominated this race all the way through.
Absolutely has. Trey Hoovler there up in 3rd. He's looking good so far with Trent Potter in 2nd. Don T. Wimmish in 4th. Chris Stump there in 5th. And hate to see old Travis Pryor, first night out back in 21st, 42 laps down. Don't see what happened to him, but not the first outing he wanted out here. They're going to have to rethink on that being a bull in a china shop style racing.
Yeah.
White
he
flag.
Already gone.
Absolutely. White flag for the last time for Calvin Allison tonight at Atlanta, Tim. As he heads off into turn number 3, he's going to come out of turn 4 for the final time. He's just got to coast that thing across. As he comes across the start-finish line, Calvin Allison in a 28 in a dominating fashion is going to put it in victory lane here tonight at Atlanta.
And I tell you what, Joe, he's dominated this whole race. I don't think about 3 or 4 is all he didn't lead, ain't it?
Just about, absolutely.
The guy right there, they need to pay attention to him.
Absolutely. Well, let's see if we can't If we can't get him down here, I see him way up here in the top. We'll definitely, we ain't got nowhere to put him. Oh, don't it? Hold on a minute. Who's our third place man right now?
Trey Hubler.
Trey Hubler.
And Trent Potter.
Let's get a hold of Trey Hubler. Let's bring him down here. I'm going to let you get a talk in with him, Tim, tonight. That man out front, Calvin Allison, puts it in victory lane. But let me bring up this man here, Trey Hubler. Let's get a talk in with him. He's in the 90 machine. Trey Hubler.
Front 73, 73, 81 right rear.
90.
Trey Hubler, you got a copy of Tim Matt Bear in the booth.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, buddy. We watched you tonight. You done real good, man. It's that Calvin Allison. He was just in another zip code, brother.
Yeah, for sure.
I enjoyed watching that, and I know Joe did. Y'all put on a good one tonight, and we didn't what? One caution?
No, it was green.
Was it green all the way?
It was
Yes,
green
sir.
all the way.
Man, that is great. That's good racing right there now, Trey. Yeah. How did that truck feel there with the last 10 laps?
Not as bad as it felt before I pitted. We played the long haul trying to catch the yellow, so our long run was the first run. So we played that gamble, it didn't work, so we lost even more time. So we're about 10 back at the pit stop, and then Calvin pitted about 2-3 laps before, so it's going to gain you about 2-3 seconds a lap. So do the math on that, but he ran a good race. I don't know where he was finding the speed on exit. We couldn't find it, so hats off to him. He did a good job.
Oh, yes, he did. And I've been watching you. Joe and I both have been watching you tonight. You come from the back up to the front. But once you got up there, you stayed there, Bubba.
Yeah, it's the game plan. Just trying to let the guys wear the right front off and just take it easy and get and obviously it's really slick coming off 4, so you're trying to save the front and the rears, and that's hard to do.
Oh, yeah. On a track like that, and at 99 degrees tonight, it takes about 3 or 4 laps to get them warmed up where they'll tighten up a little bit. You got anybody you want to thank there, buddy?
I thank all the guys on JCR, Chris, Jamie, John, Tommy, Trent, Bruce, good guys we run with. Have fun hanging out and racing. My wife for watching, and appreciate Dustin putting the league on. That was really good tonight. It was good weather for the race. It's fun being hot and slick, so do it again next week.
That's a good deal there, buddy. You enjoy that third place there, Trey, and we'll talk to you later, buddy.
10-4. Take it easy, guys.
Yes, man.
All right, that's Trey. Trey right there, man. Definitely doing some good stuff. And get him back up there to JCR, and then we're going to get old Trent Potter down here and get a word in with him. Let's get a talk in with Trent Potter.
Trent Potter, you got a copy of Tim Matt Bear in the booth.
Yeah, I got you.
That Calvin was long gone, wasn't he, buddy?
Yeah, he was on it tonight. There wasn't nobody gonna get close to him. I stuck with him as long as I could, and I slid through my box a little bit on my pit stop and had a slow stop, so it was pretty much over after that.
You know, it don't take much, them new pit stops they got, man. It don't take much to mess up in there.
No, it don't. With the tires so worn out and hot, I knew I'd probably slide through them, so I took it easy, and I still slid through them, and then that stop was just real slow.
On them last 3 or 4 laps, how did that truck handle?
Well, at the end, it wasn't too bad. I struggled a little bit through the middle of the run, and it got a little bit better for me. 3 and 4, coming off of 4, it was real slick all day.
There's one thing about it there, Trent. We got plenty more races to go, buddy. Second place is a good place, you know. We got plenty more races to go.
Yeah, I'll take it anytime. And it was a good run for the team, so can't win them all.
That's for sure. You got anybody you want to thank there, brother?
I just like to thank my sponsors and my teammates.
Well, that's a good deal there, bud. We'll see you next week. Don't know if we'll get to talk to you or not, but you can do that. You hear me?
All right. It's good talking to you. See you.
Yeah, man. You have a good one.
Well, I tell you what, there's Trent Potter right there. Got a good run here tonight, Tim. I'll head off down here on the victory lane. Get a talk in with our race winner here tonight, Calvin Allison, who was just in a different solar system than anybody else.
Yeah.
Calvin Allison, Joe in the booth. Got a copy?
I got a copy.
Well, man, I tell you what, Calvin, tonight you just had a handle on this track like nobody else out there, and definitely was just dominating. Led pretty much the whole entire race for about 4 laps of it. How was the track? How was the truck out there? I mean, how did it feel?
It felt great. I think this is probably the most realistic track that iRacing has when it comes to green flag runs and how you have to drive the track with the bumps in 3 and 4, and you can run anywhere in 1 and 2. So I loved it. It was great.
No doubt. Well, we could tell you definitely was having fun out there, and I mean, it was a good run. I mean, you had the handle out here. You definitely knew how to get around this track. I mean, was there any part during the race that you thought, I mean, maybe thought meant somebody could get up there, or just, tire wear? How was that throughout the entire race?
I figured that some people would try a 2-tire stop or a 2 pit stop race because the tire fall off was so bad. And when Trent and I guess Trey and maybe Chris was running in the top 5, I don't know who else, when they didn't pit at lap 30 or 35, I figured they was going to do what I done. So I went a max fuel run, and then I guess I got on and off pit road better than anybody else and was really able to gap the field, and then I wasn't too concerned. I'm just glad it stayed green for that matter.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, definitely. Green flag run from the start to the finish. First one here of the season. You had a good run last week at Daytona. Coming off now with a win. Put you in good position on the points starting off here. So, what do you think about that so far?
Yeah, if I can get off of this limited schedule, there's no telling how many races I'm going to miss this season. But if I can hopefully make all of them, then it might put me in good contention to go for a championship. Who knows?
Yeah, absolutely. Because in real life, you actually do some racing, don't you?
Oh, a little bit, but it's not like any of this. It's more off-road racing.
Okay.
Asphalt.
Well, since we got you up here, we got to ask. We talked about it last week, and I know you told me before. You're part of the Allison guy. How was that family tree work there with y'all?
Oh, it's just long distance cousins, if anything.
Okay. Well, I knew you had told me before, and me and Tim had talked about it, and I told him, I said, yeah, it's Calvin Allison. He's part of Allison, Davey, and them, part of the family. I knew it was maybe long distance or something, but I wasn't 100% sure. But either way, you pulled off the victory here tonight at Atlanta. USRL presented by the Conrad Group here tonight. You got anybody out there you want to thank for an awesome victory?
Yeah, thanks to Jordan for getting me prepared for this week. He's really good at the long runs, and I told him I was just going to go for it. And thanks to Fanatec, I love their products. I run every bit of it: wheels, pedals, shifter. And thanks to Logitech headsets, it's the best headset on the market. And also to Dustin for keeping my paint jobs looking pretty on the racetrack.
Definitely got to have somebody make you look pretty on the track as always,
oh, yeah.
Especially when you win. So
that's right.
Congratulations again, Calvin Allison.
Thanks, Joe.
All right. Well, Tim, man, I tell you, what a race. That's all I got to say on that one. I mean, it was a thriller from the first race here. And I don't know if it's the first time you've ever seen an actual race that green flag all the way through.
Only ones I've been in Joe is the one we had a couple of this year. Green flag races. It's unusual for our group, but we did do a couple of them when they took the fast picks away, and I knew it would.
Yep.
Because when you ain't got no fast picks, you're gonna watch the guy beside you and behind you.
Absolutely. Well, I'll tell you what, the final results here tonight. Calvin Allison putting it in victory lane. Trent Potter in second. Trey Hoover in third. John T. Wimmis is finishing out here in fourth place tonight. Chris Stump in fifth. William Long sixth. Jordan Beck in seventh. Steve Page in eighth. David Roach in ninth. Round of top 10 is Dale Albright. Let's look through the rest of this field. It was a very good race. And like what me and Tim was just talking about right here, caution free from the green flag to the checkered flag. And it was an awesome run out there as always. Well, folks, I hope you enjoyed it here. It's myself, Joe White, and Tim McBriar up here in the booth. Everyone, have a good night.